today, Jordan and I are doing leg with Cody. Jordan's going to be showing me some cool techniques and certain things that I need to implement in my training. So yeah, I'm always open to learn, and especially from someone like Jordan.
You know, I got to pay him to say that, right? Think of lining this up with this, right? Because you were way too narrow. Okay. So not just there, right? So that's like where your patella tendon inserts on your tib, and the rec fem inserts on what's called the AIIS. Okay. So if you can imagine those 2 points in line, especially on this exercise,
yeah, that's cool.
Like as you flex over at the hip, you're going to utilize more of the hip flexor part of the quad, the rec fem. The rec fem is the only muscle of the quad that inserts onto the pelvis. Okay. And that's where it inserts on. So if you can think of a straight line from the like kind of
I feel like key points like that that are like really easy for people to understand. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like coming up with key things like that in line with that. It's like easy things for people to like
visual landmark.
Yeah, visually, you know.
You want to create tendon-to-tendon tension, figure out where the 2 tendons are, right? So it's like quad comes over the patella, attaches onto the shin. The rec fem is going to insert kind of up here. So I'm going to take a straight line between kind of like my big toe here and here, and I want to maintain that the entire time. So you are way too close. Yeah. You're starting to shake. It's like, you don't need to be in that position. Yeah. Right? So I'm literally thinking about here, here, and here.
Nothing can stop us. We're the runaways. Legends and heroes are made. Take up your sword. Take up your shield. 'Cause this is war.
You got more. Come on, 5 more. 1. Come on. 2. 3.
If you want to
4. 4. 1. 5.
The biggest misconceptions of doing an exercise like a quad extension is around the idea of breathing economy. You don't need to breathe and brace every rep because your spine and pelvis are stabilized by the seat you're sitting in. So if you can learn how to extend your inhalations over numerous contractions, right, going through concentric and eccentric phase, rather than trying to inhale, brace, contract, inhale, brace, contract, rep to rep, it's just inefficient. There are places for purposeful breath holds within training, but if I'm trying to create, you know, prolonged mechanical tension, I don't want my lungs to be my failure point. I don't want my muscles to be my failure point. So learning how to control your breath past just 1 rep per breath, right? Like that was a set of 20. Towards the end, I had to breathe every rep, but you notice through the first 5, 6 reps, I did that on 1 inhale and exhale, right? It becomes a little less economical. I don't need to use that breath to brace my spine. My spine's totally stabilized. And being able to dissociate your breathing from your reps is a way to just allow you to go further and further into a set.
Oh, it's tugging on those. Oh, shit. It's a burn. Yeah, it's just different. It's just like right here. It's burning like crazy.
That's kind of the point, right? Like DMO is like your terminal extender.
Yeah, it's crazy. Gosh, it's full. Pumped up. Oh. Let's go. Stop buying time. Cody likes to buy time. Let's go. Come here. Come on. Good.
Yeah. You ready? Hey.
Let's go. Back. Yo, once again I'm back around. Rich it back in style. Haters reconcile. I'm so black and proud. First class tickets now. Feet all in the aisle. Everybody looking down. Everybody get red when you brown, huh?
Wish they felt like this all the time.
So much blood.
Just a little bit of blood.
And that was the first exercise?
First exercise. That's cool. Hey, what do we got here, boys? Where are we at? All right, that'll do. That'll do.
Something different. If you look inside my head, would you say something's missing? If you could give all your riches just to say the word, would you risk it? These politicians so old, can't tell if the dead where they living. Better ask Kathy Griffin. You know I like to raise stakes. We was always taught to hit the gas, we ain't even know they made brakes. We control our own fate, watching dreams take shape. Try to keep us out, we gon' freak out, turn this bitch to water cake. I don't need your mandate, don't need you to elevate.
Brian's ribs over pelvis. Like, notice on here?
Yeah.
Like, hack squat is the machine version of a front squat, and the leg press is a machine version of like back squat, lower bar squat.
Makes sense.
You never start a front squat like this. Shoot your hips back, right? Because now you're like, whoa, but you don't feel that on this. People like end up in a super extended posture. They anteriorly tilt their pelvis. Your quads aren't as strong, so if you can keep your cage over the pelvis.
Your last warning, cause I'm at my prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Whoa. Have I gone too far? Do you detect something different? If you look inside my head.
I think we just, do you want just 2 8s all the way up? 8s? Yeah, just 2 8s.
You know I like to raise stakes. We was always taught to hit the gas, we ain't even know they made breaks. We control our own fate.
Watching dreams take shape. Try to keep us out, we gon' freak out, turn this bitch to water cake. I don't need your mandate, don't need you to elevate. I'm about to detonate, cause I'm at my prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Said I'm at my prime. We at our prime. Hey, hey, we at our prime. Yeah. I'm at my prime. Hey, hey, I'm at my prime. Whoa. Said I'm at my prime.
Up. One more, you're halfway. Don't control. Let's go. On the work.
Come on, Dorian, let's go.
Hard into those feet. Hard into those feet. Come on, you're working. Up. Come on, big wheels. Let's go. Come on, drawing through that block. Come on now. Drive up.
Whoa. Second.
He's just like,
yes!
I got my participation ribbon on the quad extension. I'm done. I got the victory out of the way.
Welcome to my best friend's life. This is what I deal with every day.
I'm first.
Broken tires.
Oh, it's awesome.
Oh, shit. That was fucking hard.
What are we thinking next?
We got another exercise, right?
Yeah, at least.
Cody's got one more here. You did 15 reps for that.
Yeah.
Go 5 and
Let's
quarter.
go 5 1/4, yeah.
He's literally, I got him to stop at 14. So I don't know if you guys caught that, but I'm the strongest yet again.
Out of who?
Out of, I guess, shit. Yeah, I guess Cody's got this one. Yeah, Cody's definitely fucking beast. What's that?
You gotta come home with a podium finish here, coach.
Man, Cody's fucking strong. Very strong. Let's go, man. Up. Good. Come on. Damn.
Get a big chalkboard up here.
Felt really good. It's been a long time since I moved weight like that, that's for sure.
Solid.
Thanks, man.
This is my deload week. Last week I did 6 for 15.
2020 is my deload year.
My deload week.
365.
Yeah.
Knee is staying here, glutes going back, it's more hamstring. But if your knee is coming forward a little bit, it's gonna be more in the quad, right? Shorter stride.
Not necessarily shorter stride. It's just wherever your emphasis on. Like, I can get how close your heel is to your butt will dictate how much knee extension you need to go through, which will indicate how much quad. Right? Like, so the adage that like a long stride is more glute and hamstring, it all depends on what the stride looks like. Right? Like, I could long stride like this, right, and sit back almost like a negative shin angle and load more glute. Well, my preference,
See, that to me looks more quad.
100% it is, right? But they're both the same. Like, I did nothing to my stride length.
What do you call that? Knee flexion?
Yeah, you're flexing your knee, right? So if I'm like if I'm going,
More knee flexion by letting your knee go over your toe.
right, the biggest issue people have is keeping the heel on the ground. They don't have the ankle dorsiflexion for it to happen. But they also don't know how to control their center of mass, right? Like, there's a cue with lunges that most people, it's very like pedestrian, where everyone says like keep your chest up. It's like, if I'm in this much hip extension and I keep my chest up, I'm just cranking my hip. Because my hip doesn't have this much extension. I'm compensating by, right, so I need to be here because I can only accommodate for 30 degrees of hip extension. Anything, and I'm like this, I'm way past 30 degrees of hip extension. So the longer the stride, the more the torso angle you're gonna have.
Personally, like when I lunge, the only difficulty I have with taking a big lunge is actually my back leg.
Right.
It's just this.
And just like you can scale it in a set. As you get more control over your pelvis throughout the set, you become more and it'll drop off. Like the fatigue will onset and then your quality will drop off. But as you become more like aware of your pelvis position, then you can start to lengthen your strides out in the middle of the set. All right, so trick kind of pulling from, so just shout out to Dorian Hamilton, Derek Hansen, Charlie Francis. We're gonna try and lunge the lane line. Right, so having a target, right, giving yourself some feedback from rep to rep allows you to kind of recalibrate your lunge every single step. So we're gonna go on the line of the turf and we're gonna sort of paint the lane line. So every rep we have a target with our lunge. So it just helps you really kind of dial in and calibrate for the quality of your movement.
Yeah. Siege. Riley. Taz. Yeah. Set me free and give me death, there ain't no other choices. When I lay down and go to sleep, I keep on hearing voices. Little whispers in my head, man, is you fake or loyal? Why know why the death designer, baby, pick your poison. These little demons living underneath my bed, creeping. Know the real, my lips above them all, sleeping. That subtle breathing in your closet every single evening. Thought you never see me again, looks can be deceiving. When they hear the sound of the drum, they'll be saying, oh Lord, here they come. Yeah, here we come. Here we come. Here we come. Here we come. I used to think that people die because they wicked. Nowadays, people want to see you dead because you gifted. Been ready for my tomb since I came about the womb. So no matter what, I'm...
So when you guys see the workout today, you might think it doesn't seem like it's a lot of volume. It's only 3 exercises. But the way Jordan has us doing these exercises, maybe correcting some bad habits we've developed over the years, not making us as efficient when we're performing the exercises. So like we're doing so many warm-up and activation sets that by the time we get to our 2 working sets on, say, leg extension, after those 2 sets, like, my quads were so pumped up, so fatigued. Again, then we moved on to hack squats and, you know, correcting the form, making sure we're, you know, doing everything properly. By the time we got to our 2 working sets, it was like the quads were toast, ready. So, you know, body weight lunges after that were really challenging. And at that point, the quads were just, you know, the job was complete. So then we moved on to calves. So although it looks like it wasn't a lot, it was really, really intense. And, you know, sometimes short and sweet, you know, gets the job done if it's done properly.